Yasharel, Hebrew nation, mighty house of Yasharel. Head bowed to all the princes. Hope you guys are having a great day, but I got something for you. So, I've been getting messages in my book, when are you going to show us where the star is? The star. If the star is not his, where did it come from? I'm going to give that to you right now. I hope you're sitting down, because when I read this to you, I'll explain it to you as we go. I'll remind you of some things, and you're going to see how the story differs a little bit. So we're going to go to Yashar, chapter 8. Let's get my chapstick over. All right, here we go. This is the birth of Abraham. This is where they stole the star story from. So I'm just going to read to you. And it was the night that Abram was born, that all the servants of Tarak and all the wise men of Nimrod and his conjurers came and ate and drank in the house of Tarak. And they rejoiced with him all that night. And when all the wise men, now I'd like to point something out, that Abraham's father was an idol worshiper. And he had witches around the table the night that Abraham was born. Now, we know who Nimrod was. These were witches. Let's continue. And when all the wise men, this is where they got their wise men, they were witches. And when all the wise men and conjurers went out from the house of Tarak, they lifted up their eyes toward the heavens that night to look at the stars. And they saw, and behold, one very large star came from the east, and it ran in the heavens. And he swallowed up the 4 stars from the 4 sides of the heavens. And all the wise men of the king and his conjurers were astonished at the sight. And the sages understood this matter, and they knew it. And they knew its importance. And they said to each other, this is only betokens, see, they're witches, the child that has been born to Tarak this night, who will grow up and be fruitful and multiply and possess all the earth, he and his children forever. He and his seed will slay great kings and inherit their lands. And the wise men and the conjurers went home that night. And in the morning, all these wise men and conjurers rose up early and assembled in the appointed house. And they spoke, and they said to each other, behold, the sight that we saw last night is hidden from the king. It has not been made known to him. And should this thing get known to the king in the latter day, he will say to us, why have you concealed this matter from me? And then we shall all suffer death. Therefore, let us go and tell the king the sight which we saw, and the interpretation thereof, and we shall therein remain clear. And they did so. And they all went to the king and bowed down to him to the ground. And they said, may the king live. And may the king, hold on, get down. No, Sophie, get down. Said, may the king live. May the king live. We heard that a son was born to Tarak, the son of Nachor, the prince, I hope I said that right, the prince of your host. And we, yesternight, came to his house, and we ate and we drank and we rejoiced with him that night. And when your servants went out from the house of Tarak to go to our respective homes to abide there for the night, we lifted up our eyes to heaven, and we saw a great star coming from the east. And the same star ran with great speed and swallowed up 4 great stars from the 4 sides of the heavens. And your servants were astonished at the sight which we saw, and were greatly terrified. And we made our judgment upon that sight, and knew by our wisdom the proper interpretation thereof, that this thing applies to the child that is born to Terek, who will grow up and multiply greatly, and become powerful, and kill all the kings of the earth, and inherit all their lands, he and his seed forever. And now our Adonai and King, behold, we have truly acquainted with you what we have seen concerning this child. If it seems good to the king to have his father value for his child, we will slay him before he shall grow up and increase in the land. And his evil increase against us, that we and our children perish through his evil. That's where the star came from. These were witches that Yahuwah brought to Abraham's father's house on the night that he was born, because Yahuwah was going to serve them a notice, a decree, that our forefather of Yasharel has hit earth, and he is out of the womb. Now you say, well, Zekiah, what does this mean? Yahuwah promised Abraham that he would save us, the remnant, last days. We are the prize. Do you understand that? This is Edom. Now, the gift or the promise, or what God was trying to tell them through these stars, is what you're about to see on this earth. It all backs up Ezekiel 34, 35, 89, 39, 38, and 39. And then we've got Enoch, 89 and 90. Oh yes, and let's not forget Obadiah, being the book of Obadiah. We got Russia at America's front fucking door. We are what they were afraid of. The remnant, covered. And anyone that is awoke, fully awake and marinated in nothing but Yahuwah, soaked in it, just covered in it, in what he said, we know that head is about to crack. Right there. I wanted you to have this. I wanted you to see where the star came from. I wanted you to know why Yahshua didn't start. They were not wise men. They were witches. They were warlocks. They are what we are dealing with today. But it is over, because their time is up. And they know it. Father, thank you for letting us all know things, know all the things, your secrets, your mysteries, your heart. I thank you that I can bring this, and I can bust that up over there and bring this right back to your feet, Father. You get the glory. And as long as I'm on this earth, I'm going to bring back what they stole, lay it at your feet, all the glory that they stole out of our books for their stories, Father. And I'm going to prove them to be a liar, that they are. I adore you, Father, and this belongs to you. This is our heritage. This is our story that they're stealing and counterfeiting. I thank you for allowing me to show it to the princes. I thank you for showing it to me. I adore you, Father, as all of Yahshua has. We are getting your princes out of road. In your name, I praise only you, Father. Hallelujah.